Time will tell, but before that, we have our next game up. It is VoDr and Urahara going up against Serenity and taxiivation, and already
oh my goodness, yeah, why not?
Jesus Christ, they keep going for it. It's the same one as well. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
You are so right, Polly. Oh my goodness, it is a battle of Serenity and Tax doing as much damage as possible versus VoDr and Urahara being as efficient as possible with these team combos. Battle of concepts right here. We'll see. This first stock has yet to fall, though.
Oh, and that's the team combo. Yeah, I mean, we're hyping up VoDr and Urahara. Let's not forget the combos we have seen Serenity and taxiivation make so far this day. They are also, I mean, this really, I feel like in a strange way, these two teams play kind of similar in that manner.
Yeah, and I think you see it in the weapon selection as well, right? Serenity has just proven so lethal on this lance. Overall, like the amount of damage that he's typically able to output. As I say, taxiivation will go off the top. But again, Serenity gets to find himself in these 1v1s, which is kind of where he wants to be.
Yeah, the weapon comps. We see both teams. They have an axe, they have a pair of gauntlets, and they have a spear. It seems to be the combination that is tried and tested and true. These guys, they've mastered it.
VoDr needs to return the stage right there. That does allow Urahara to get kind of pieced up right there by Serenity, but they turn their sights right back to the doll sim, and it's last stock now.
Sideline there comes out. VoDr tries to go for the second one. The ground pound would have been devastating, but it's now going to be connecting. Even worse, if he didn't touch the wall there, barely any options, and he was white. That would have been super unfortunate. But still has that stock.
Right now. This is scary.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a hard time right now. VoDr needs to play quite carefully as to not lose the stock. But at the same time, you need to start making some form of impact. You need to get in there and get work done because both taxiivation and Serenity are on 2 stocks.
Yep. Urahara, the snipe, finds it with that weapon throw. Okay, a little bit of a sign of life right here. If Tax can fall, we will go to last stock across the board. VoDr's in a little bit of a precarious situation, though, stuck in the middle.
Waiting on the edge, holding up that D signature, and he's going to be walking right into it. Serenity connecting that. Now it's only Urahara. 1 stock left against 3, and it's taxiivation and Serenity out of all people.
I mean, we've seen taxiivation and Serenity be able to play off the back foot of losing a player, right, in the 1v2s. So you put them in this player advantage situation. I think they're going to bring this one back. First game going over to those guys. Let's see. I mean, Urahara and VoDr, I mean, they had a couple signs of life in that first game. I think jumping into that, like you had mentioned before, was a little bit rough. And that spelled the beginning of the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are only just getting started. 1-0 on the board. Now, Serenity and taxiivation, we have seen previously that they have some variability in their team composition, I suppose. I believe it was, Serenity swapping over to the Orion previously. Yeah. With the way that VoDr and Urahara are playing, and this is a massive call-out that might not be completely correct. Actually, I'm looking at the screen and I'm realizing what I'm about to say isn't correct. I was going to say Urahara and VoDr, they look like they might have a lot of experience on this team comp and not on much else, but their levels are actually quite low. I think I saw a 39 and a 50 coming out, so maybe they just found a trick that seems to be working and they're gonna roll with it until it stops working. When that happens, or if that happens, I'd be very excited to see what else they have in their repertoire.
Absolutely. And I mean, let's just go over to the numbers here, Polly. Mere peanuts of damage from Serenity and taxiivation. I'll say it, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Under 600? It's a shame. I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head, Polly.
This is a good distribution. You have roughly 1,100 damage combined, which is definitely, I mean, that just says that, you had the damage evenly spread out and you were able to get the stocks off, fairly efficiently. 1,100 damage, definitely nothing to be too afraid of.
Of course. I kid. It looks like everyone's going to get back into the lobby right now. The question remains, like you said, are we going to see a legend swap, though?
We're not seeing a legend swap so far, so I'm assuming not this game, and I wouldn't expect it to be this game. I think Urahara and VoDr, with the amount of success that they have had on this comp, they're probably rocking that until they go to match points. If they go to match point, I think they're gonna be like, okay, we need to like scrape the bottom of the barrel. Do we have anything else? Is there something that we can do here? Can we find something else that we think might work against them? But it would also depend on the manner in which they go down.
Makes sense.
And we're about to find out. They might not even go down. Could go to a 1-1.
We shall see. We shall see in a moment. We are striking stages at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it's just so rough. Like, the amount of damage that Serenity and taxiivation had been able to output. And again, I just keep pointing back to Serenity on this Lance has just been such a scary prospect in general. I just don't know what these teams need to do to take care of them.
For sure. It's like there are no gaps in their gameplay. They have no problem areas, and whenever there has been a problem, the other teammate has been able to cover up absolutely flawlessly.
Yep.
Like they either play at a baseline that is so high that, you know, both of them are just kind of popping off in their own regard, and whenever a problem comes, they both have the ability to clutch up, obviously. But Urahara and VoDr, we're only gonna have to wait and see if they have it in them to make the impact to where Serenity and taxiivation are gonna be put to the test if they can do that yet again.
Red team did take a moment to catch their breath right there, so we'll see if that was enough moment of respite to get through. But VoDr caught in the middle once again. Jeez, already both members of Red team in the red. Urahara disarmed as well, and VoDr will be the first to fall with Urahara to follow quickly.
This is it right here. This is the higher baseline. Serenity and taxiivation. Nothing really incredibly special or extraordinary other than the fact that they're doing the best options and they're not making any mistakes while doing them.
Oh my gosh! Stop
That's extraordinary. I take that back. That's extraordinary.
Take it back, Polly.
I take it back. Hey, I'm sorry. I'll keep Serenity and taxiivation's name out of my mouth. I won't call them not extraordinary.
What
Jesus.
we meant to say is everything they do is wonderful. It's just so good. It's so perfect. They're so good at Brawlhalla. I love to see it. Oh my gosh, it is a perfect lead now for blue team. Ollie, we could see a potential 6 stock, but as I say, Serenity will fall off the top right there. taxiivation potentially soon to follow, but oh my goodness, what a momentum swing that was.
Trying to get, they were able to get a little bit of an isolation onto one of the opposing players on the blue team there. Not able to get anything massive off of it, and at this point, I mean, it could just be a story of too little, too late. You're gonna need some magic. You're gonna need some of those team combos that we saw you hit earlier. Only thing is, you need to do it 4 times now without getting hit a single time.
I think you got to take some notes from Serenity and taxiivation. Say, like, yeah, your team combos look pretty good. I'm gonna copy your homework. Just change it up a little bit. But we're coming right here, slowly clawing their way back potentially. But again, we saw Red team in red damage so early. Beginning of something potentially, but they have to play so perfect now.
Yeah, as I said, it's super clean. They were able to get 2 more stocks. That's phenomenal, but I'm afraid to say it might be too little too late. First stock comes, and the second one is just right around the corner. Urahara, no chance of getting back up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Polly. What a... I mean, I'm just going to say it. That was a blowout right there for the blue team. And, I mean, that too little too late comment that you mentioned before, I mean, I wonder if it applies to the rest of the set. Right now, Urahara and VoDr down 2-0 in this set, facing elimination. Unless...
I mean, a lot of their success, right? A lot of their success with Bryn Rayman has been that team combo. They have, on top of having good fundamentals, they have a trick. They have a couple of tricks. And I said earlier, I hope they swap team comp to see what other tricks they have up their sleeve. And just as I'm finishing my sentence, I'm seeing VoDr swap away from a level 50 Rayman to a level 99 Taros.
Okay. Maybe it's a bit of a different team comp is all we need to see to make some changes in this set. But again, it's such a tall order, right? Reverse sweep is what is required to stay in this bracket for the Spring Doubles Championship.
Only time will tell. VoDr and Urahara. The team composition has been changed. Serenity and taxiivation, I think they look at a team comp like this and they are just thinking to themselves, all right, this doesn't matter. We'll just do the same thing we did last time, and if that doesn't work, we'll regroup until the next game, because they have that kind of wiggle room. They need to win 3 games in a row to be able to win this set. That Serenity and taxiivation, they're probably going to be rocking the same kind of gameplay that we've seen.
Yeah, the big thing I want to point out right here on the change is Urahara being able to play with the cannon now too. A lot of opportunity for side-to-side KOs right here. It lets you play into those separate 1v1s as well. But I mean, Serenity and taxiivation just really haven't been giving a lot of opportunity to get there.
Tries to go for that side signature on the ground. No one is going to be falling into it though. Ser comes out, pushing Serenity further and further away. And so far, I mean, VoDr and Urahara, they got themselves a little bit of a lead right now. This team comp seems to be working out quite well. Dare comes out, tries to go for the stomp Ser, which would have been it. Gets hit, but Urahara gets that revenge hit.
And
VoDr and Urahara, I mean, I think this might be the first game in the set that they get an initial lead.
That's right. Yeah, I think you're correct there. And like I said, you know, you change the look a
Oh my
little bit.
God.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Wait, Tax is on last stop.
Where did
Serenity
taxiivation
might go too.
Where did taxiivation go? Serenity also in trouble right now. I can barely find the words right now. VoDr and Urahara, they throw out a couple of more attacks before I'm able to find the next word, in fact.
Okay. Recovery will find KO off the top against Urahara, but it is 2 stocks apiece for Red Team, as I say it. VoDr having to recover out of resources potentially. Yeah, last stock there as well. Urahara needs to stay with it now.
And they will be doing so very successfully. taxiivation is stuck in a team combo though between 3 separate players. Going down into light yellow here. Make that orange Urahara with that cannon sidelight. They just need... VoDr and Urahara, they just need to get this one stock off of taxiivation and everything gets so much easier. But you still need to beat Serenity.
You gotta beat Serenity in the 1v2, which I was about to say, is it easier? I don't know. But again, Serenity doesn't even want to fight the 1v2. Okay. He's going to force Urahara into it first. Or Urahara can potentially find the KO on Tax and make this a 2-stock to 2 1v1, and it is going to happen.
Side signature coming out. As you mentioned, the 1v1, it is going to be quite a long 1v1 as well. Not only do they need to find this initial first stock, there's going to be an entire stock packed behind that, so... Who here is a 2v2 player and who here is also really, really good in a 1v1? That is what we are about to find out, I suppose. The nerves are high. Everything depends on this Urahara. Lose these 2 stocks, lose this 1v1, and you are out of the tournament. He doesn't want that to happen. He's able to pick up the first stock.
And Urahara finds it first, starves the weapon as well, so has to go unarmed. But as we say it, it is completely even, Polly. Oh my goodness.
Completely even, but Serenity has a weapon advantage. Urahara able to pick up the gauntlets, but he doesn't want them. He throws them away. He goes down to the yellow.
Wait a second.
Cannon now. Let's see. Why did you want this weapon so badly? Serenity.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second.
He gets the read. I know he wanted the weapon. He has these reads locked out. He knows Serenity's dodge pattern. What are you supposed to do? He needs to change that up. One more read, and that could be devastating.
Oh, Serenity potentially looking to swap. No, it's going to be a bait right there. So scary off the weapon throw as well. Urahara going for all of it. Not going to get it off the gravity cancel right there. Oh, no!
It's so close, but it's not enough. Serenity, sidelights there. Almost able to knock out Serenity. So deep down, the D signature, it's not enough either.
It was enough to disarm, though, so Urahara has to swap to gauntlets now, and Serenity, 3 in a row, falls to last player on the blue team and says, you know what? I'm still him.
I'm still him. 747 damage, 5 knockouts. I know I've been saying a lot of numbers tonight, but I mean, they are absolutely insane. These are crazy numbers. Serenity and taxiivation.